Egypt leading now. Divisi to Xavi Alonso. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Totti. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Totti! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Number 15.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on to replace him is
Forlan with the short one.
Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Looking a whole lot counts. He's through and shoots! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short cold-blooded execution.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a great tremendous to execution and deep as well. I hope you'll continue.
Shevchenko. Coming on the field is number 12.
Now it's Van Basten. Nicely spread. Kukcu looking to receive it in space. Xavi Alonso. And it's Berbatov. Now it's Van Basten. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Berbatov. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Can he finish?
Substitution for Egypt. Number 10.
Egypt are making a change now. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves. That's good. That's a shot. And that is wildly off target. Cannavaro.
There will be 5
It up in no man's land. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. He's had it nicked away. Totti, quality ball. That pass isn't the best. And here's Dani Olmo. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And time is up. Well, that was really a game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
I can tell this is a miracle in your world.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Neymar. Nice defending, physical and effective.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vito Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, the judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
And a chance! Goal! Galatasaray! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Back towards the middle. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Xabi Alonso promptly onto that, and that is that. Gahari, can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Forlan, and they can counter here. It's a sharp little ball here. Good ball, good take. Gahari showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Donatoni. That has ended up in no man's land.
Galatasaray genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Shapes the suits! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Galatasaray are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on.
And the shots! It's anyone's ball now. Darren Fletcher can see things others simply cannot. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe, and it's been played through. Robson. Now it's Forlan. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight and the shots! Second half, and already it is heating up. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing team. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Darren Fletcher, and it's Chiellini.
Madrid are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Totti!
The keeper has reacted superbly there. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Berbatov actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Totti looking to add to his goal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe, lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Raul has the space to scheme. Mbappe. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Xavi Alonso. Robson. And this is Berbatov. Showing good feet.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Totti.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nggak usah beli aku Ray.
Raul. Excellent
Iya,
challenge
saya
there.
mau ngomongnya masak.
And here's Berbatov.
Great.
Saw that coming.
Masa
That
kerja
was
juga
well
telur
played.
dino.
Well stopped.
Apaan itu Long Dino?
Yalah,
And here's Forlan. Lovely. It's Totti!
Apa kamu dek?
And with the match
Button.
underway, they have pulled themselves off the camera.
aku pisahan. Baju pula ayah ikut.
Are such an adept counter-attacking team.
Satu omong
They
yang mau
produce something out of
sama
nothing there.
biar
A
ada
few
sana.
seconds was all it took for them to convert an defensive situation into a goal. And it's very
Kayak sekaya.
There's the shot!
Nggak apa dek?
That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Sini ya.
Ya sesuatu juga ke CS ya.
Iya. Yang
But
berdua
there has to
di
be more
kantor
urgency here. The
BPJS.
ball has to get to the other end much faster. Probing pass. Oh, super fine. Oh, well played. Koulibaly is very much of the non-Chantal school of defending.
Dolomin.
Time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. Both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Totti picking up the Man of the Match award, and those of
Apa kamu apa laginya? Halo guys. Halo guys. Nggak mau.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Shot a goal!
looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Let's go, let's go.
Tries to play it through. Right card, spots it and
Bab,
intercepts.
bab.
Scholes. And it's Totti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Burbot and the shots! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off
Yeah,
guard
that's
because
right,
of the size
that's
on it. And
right.
it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Robson. Scholes is always looking to break lines. And it's Totti. Totti. This is for Totti. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least
And the shots! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's made its way to him. Chance for a shot!
Yep.
Not a bad try by any means.
Donadoni certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. Sporting always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Robson, good purposeful running this. Now it's Forlan, picked out brilliantly. Great chance! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds is all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's very impressive.
Ryan Robson.
Aduh. Come on.
Exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Donadoni is onto this. And here's Forlan. Forlan! It is a very, very good save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
He's got away.
Let's see.
And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
That's a clever looking ball. That is a brilliant interception.
Added minutes has been
And
indicated.
now a sudden chance to counter.
Let's go. Let's
Through
go.
pass. Robson. And he's managed to get free. So temporary halt to the action. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Madrid, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Berbatovs. He's just misjudged that one. And the ball is out of play. Xavi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso.
Rummenigge. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Madrid, the only team in this, 3-0 already. And it's Totti. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Costa Curta. De Ligt. Rijkaard. That pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Look at the space there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Donadoni. Robson.
Nice.
Good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Gets a good foot in there. Jordi Alba. There's 75 minutes on the clock now. Totti! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
It's their second corner of the game. Forlan moves short. Forlan. And he's straight offside. Now it's Batistuta. Rummenigge running with the ball. And here's Kvaratskhelia. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Madrid are closing in on a comfortable win. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Thinks about the shot. Can he finish? And again. Well, that is remarkable. Alexander-Arnold to McAllister. And it's Batistuta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good running, strong and purposeful, and he's worked it through. And that's that. Madrid looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Robson picking up the Man of the Match award. No surprise there.
This was celebrating their birthdays today.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Madrid definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course, he played in that most famous of all, Catalan. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now this could be a chance. Kukçu. And here's Romario. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Marquinhos. No, he's seen through all of that. Knocks it into space. Spread neatly. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Forlan.
Let's go.
Instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
They've got rid. Taken back almost at once.
Selamat datang.
Here's Donatoni. Berbatov receives it in a good position here. Albert Ferrer. Madrid so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Kupchu is always looking to break lines. Good running, strong and purposeful. Forlan. Nice control. And that's played in low. Totti! He doesn't look too happy with that. Robson. Oh, this is a very good run. It's Totti! Oh, denied! Brilliantly! Totti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. And it's been taken short.
Alah.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Eh?
Here's Berbatov. Saves the shot! That's another fine save.
Totti really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Cannavaro. Distributed tidily. And it's made its way to him. This is can he finish?
Masa 20 ช้า
Santos has the chance to go the other way. Donatoni. Jordi Alba is so temporary halt to the action. Well, it was a half of could haves and should haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
Madrid really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Madrid clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Masa
They continue each to cancel the other out. And here's Donatoni. Jordi Alba. He's found a way through. Jordi Alba delivers. Terrific effort! Couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he's got the beating of his man. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
ต้องดิบล็อก
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And safely in the keeper's hands. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
Alah.
It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Loh.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! And again! It's in! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option in my experience.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that. Oh, he's having a go! The difference is still one, but only just.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Forlan with the short one. Takes a shot! And a truly agonising miss.
Cannavaro was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Totti needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Pete.
Totti!
Anjing.
So close to drawing level.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's quick to return it. Now try to spin that positively.
Oh,
I certainly can't.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Shevchenko. And Romario! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that'll be the end of that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested
Hello, everybody,
interest.
and please join me in wishing a
After all
happy
of that,
wedding
Jim, what are you
anniversary
thinking?
for one of our fan
Madrid
club members.
really couldn't get going in the first half. And it has to be said, with no marked improvement after the break, I thought it was going to be a matter of time before they got caught out eventually, and it turned out to be that way.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway.
Appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation. Well, the obvious standout of today's football in this system is that it provides you with
Sempat dong.
Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim. Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
Just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Xavi Alonso.
Cannavaro. His interception, his positioning was spot on. It's Fernando Torres. He's a sharp little ball here. Totti.
Oh, that's a very big shot at goal! They've scored! And a trade
inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that. So the first goal of the game. Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition. And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Another Tony. And this is Totti.
Let's go.
It's a searching pass. Not offside that time.
Paris Saint-Germain always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter. But it can pay off big time, won't it? Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Great ball. Totti! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're threatening to fly away here. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it. Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Trenching half-hour mark. Kaka. Best. He's had it taken off him. Berbatov. They've got to make this nice and quick. Chips it through. Robson, he's had a shot! Terrific effort, just off target. Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he? Bernardo Silva coming into half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's Kaka. Nelson wins the duel this time. And it's Fowler. And this is Totti. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. There is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Really is miffed, having made the run and not get things out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. That brings the first half to a close. How would you review the first half? Madrid clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert. Madrid sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. The most accurate pass. Ronaldinho. Silvestre. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Forlan. In
engages and forces him off the ball. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Now it's Shevchenko, plays one through. Cannavaro. And it's Xabi Alonso. Robson is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Jordi Alba. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Time surely! Superb from Robson! A finish right from the top draw! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, it's always that bit tough for a keeper when the other side of the crossbar is in play.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Donatoni. That's destined for the flank. And that was asking for too much. And here's Berbatov. And Berbatov! Just cruising! They are cruising! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
After 74
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Saint-Germain, number 20.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's having a shot! And a neat finish! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Paris Saint-Germain still making a fight of this. Real chance! Well, that is
Dia bukan
remarkable.
sebelah ni.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to take his spot as well. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. Ball, good take. He has a and the finish!
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 22.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. And sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
5 minutes to add. Robson. Ronaldinho. Silvestre. Now it's Torres. Now it's Ronaldinho. Park Ji-sung. Lewandowski. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Madrid can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Robson picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. On Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic sense of physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power, and the physical stuff. He never has to let it do.
Hello, guys.
Considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game.
And the shots! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's Cannavaro. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, shooting chance!
Yes.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Xabi Alonso clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Totti.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, he's burst through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Pele.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Space for him to turn and look. And he just... And a header! Robson finds himself offside. No change for the score, 0-0 it remains. And they've got rid. Kubasi. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Brassenberg. Totti. Played with finesse. Impressive job. Goal! Uruguay! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Uruguay have fired themselves in front.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Makaleli, very much a man of this moment. He's found a way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Donatoni, and it's Totti. Xavi Alonso, chance for a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little bit against them, but they stemmed the tide, got the equaliser. I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. It's a promising position. Oh, it's come loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And back to the goalkeeper. Gabriel Kubasi. Pressing high and with purpose. Gravenberg pops him off it and wins back the ball. Ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Forlan. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gravenberg. Totti. Picks it up. Takes a shot!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Jordi Alba is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's a sharp little ball here.
Such good technique.
Looking for the far post.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Donatoni. Looking to play him in. And he's straight offside. And it's Totti.
In with the challenge.
Berbatov. And this is Forlan. Very nicely done. Totti.
Madrid really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri kept his eye on it, and he's there. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the goal.
Goal for a shot! Margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it.
After 90 minutes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that'll be the end of that. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. Give it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just.
And like a leaf in the wind, we go with the flow. From city to city. Keep my heart.